Ignite your engines, you're on the grid with Motor Maven. Today we're diving into the world of electric vehicles, EVs, and the challenges they face. Buckle up as we explore why the EV market isn't accelerating as fast as we'd hoped. The Biden administration's grand vision of an all-electric future, with 2/3 of new vehicles running on electricity by 2032, has hit a speed bump. The growth of the EV market is not just failing to meet expectations, it's actually decelerating despite attractive price cuts and incentives. So, what's putting the brakes on EV sales? Let's delve into 6 key reasons. Reason number 6, the oversupply conundrum. First up, we have market oversupply. Reports are emerging of EVs gathering dust at dealerships. Dealers, understandably frustrated, are reluctant to sell these vehicles. Why? The supply of EVs is exceeding demand by over 100 days, well beyond industry norms. In the wake of the supply chain crisis resolution last year, automakers hit the gas on production, anticipating a continuation of the previous year's growth of over 90%. The result? A staggering 500% increase in supply. However, the demand didn't keep pace. After years of high growth, last year saw a more modest increase of 50%. EVs still make up less than 8% of the total US market, a milestone that was expected to have been surpassed by now. This mismatch between supply and demand has led to dealers struggling to shift their stock. As the initial wave of early adopters subsides and the average consumer remains skeptical about an all-electric future, we may see further slowdowns and production cuts in the coming months. Reason number 5, the cost factor. Next, let's talk money. While EVs are becoming more affordable, they're still not within reach for the average buyer. Last year, the average price paid for a new EV ranged between $50,000 and $60,000, a decrease from the $65,000 average in 2022, but still higher than the average cost of a gas-powered car at $48,000. The lack of affordable models on the market exacerbates this issue. There are only a handful of EVs priced under $30,000, and a few more between $30,000 and $40,000. The majority of EVs come with a heftier price tag, limiting options for mainstream buyers. Given this, it's no surprise that hybrids, with an average price of around $40,000, are growing at a faster rate than EVs. They offer a more affordable and practical solution for those wanting to reduce their carbon footprint without the range and charging anxiety associated with EVs. Remember, the cost of owning an EV doesn't stop at the purchase price. Insurance costs for EVs are significantly higher than their gas-powered counterparts due to factors such as higher MSRP, lower reliability ratings, and lower resale value. Reason number 4, the roadblocks of range and charging. One of the major speed bumps on the road to EV adoption is undoubtedly the dual concerns of range and charging. While EVs have made significant strides in recent years, with many models now able to cover over 300 miles on a single charge, this still falls short for those embarking on long journeys, unless they're willing to make frequent pit stops at charging stations. Our experience with EVs has also highlighted the unpredictable nature of battery performance. Factors such as cold weather can significantly reduce a battery's range. Heavy-duty tasks like towing, hauling, or off-roading can drain the battery at an alarming rate, suggesting that all-electric pickups may not be dominating the market anytime soon. Charging anxiety is another significant concern. The lack of sufficient public charging infrastructure in many areas is a deterrent for potential EV buyers. Home charging, while ideal, is not feasible for a large number of US citizens. Add to this the reports of non-functional chargers, even in EV-friendly areas like San Francisco Bay, where 1 in 5 charging attempts proved unsuccessful last year. Before we venture further, we'd appreciate it if you could hit that like and subscribe button. This supports us in connecting with more auto aficionados just like you. Now let's change lanes and navigate towards our next point. Reason number 3, the depreciation dilemma. Resale value is a key consideration when buying a car. However, with electric vehicles, EVs, preserving initial value is challenging due to the nascent used EV market and concerns about battery life. Consequently, EVs depreciate faster than their gas and hybrid counterparts. Current data shows that EVs lose about 50% of their value over 5 years, compared to the industry average of 38.8% and 37% for gas-powered cars. Among popular EVs, the Tesla Model 3 stands out with a 5-year depreciation rate of 43%, still higher than its gas-powered equivalents. Conversely, models like the Nissan Leaf and Chevy Bolt lose over 50% of their value after 5 years. Luxury EVs, such as the Porsche Taycan, experience the greatest losses, with some models losing over $100,000 in value in just 4 years. In contrast, the Porsche 911 loses less than 15% of its value over the same period. Reason number 2, the cost of repairs and reliability ratings. While EVs are theoretically simpler and should be more reliable than their internal combustion counterparts, the reality paints a different picture. Recent studies, including one by Consumer Reports, reveal that electric cars are actually 80% less reliable than gas-powered cars. Software glitches, battery and charging failures, poor assembly, and quality control issues are just some of the hurdles keeping consumers from embracing EVs. Take the new Chevy Blazer EV, for instance. This model turned out to be a major disappointment, with problems in virtually every aspect of the vehicle. The issues were so severe that GM had no choice but to halt sales of this EV until these problems were resolved. But reliability isn't the only concern. There are also the maintenance costs. While EVs should theoretically be cheaper to maintain than gas-powered cars, their heavier weight leads to more frequent tire replacements. Experts also believe that despite regenerative braking, the brakes on EVs wear out faster. Then there's the repair cost, which is higher due to the scarcity of trained professionals and the complexity of certain design solutions, especially when it comes to battery casing and general body damage. Reason number 1, is EV technology up to speed? Despite advancements, EVs still have a way to go to meet the average buyer's expectations. While they offer impressive power and acceleration, their practical benefits are still in question. They lag behind ICE cars in terms of autonomy and cost significantly more. Moreover, owning an EV necessitates a lifestyle shift that many are not prepared for, including spending more time at charging stations and the potential inability to charge at home. A recent Boston Consulting Group survey revealed that only 40% of consumers plan to buy an EV. These potential buyers have high expectations: a $50,000 car with a 350-mile range and a 20-minute charging time. Currently, only the Hyundai Ioniq 6 SE RWD long range meets these criteria, indicating that EV technology needs further development. This leads to buyer's remorse, where consumers hesitate to invest heavily in a technology that could soon become outdated or significantly cheaper. We've navigated the twists and turns of the EV market together, and we hope you found this journey enlightening. Remember, the world of automotive technology is ever evolving, and there's always more to learn and explore. So if you want to stay in the fast lane with the latest vehicle updates and upcoming videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You're on the grid with Motor Maven. Until next time, keep those engines revving.